Welcome everybody to my channel. My name is Fem and we're going to get back into some noble. This time we're going to actually be doing, once again, we're going to move back to our Salestor family. And let's see how far we can get with, I believe we were going with, it's not Florian. Where is she? Malava. So Malava, we have Malava the 12th right now. So let's see how far we can get. It has shrunk a lot. So, and again, we have all the houses that branched off from here. So there is no way to avoid, technically in this case, inbreeding. You can't really avoid much of that. They do have it set to where you can't like have too closely related. So technically that's, you know, a way of avoiding it. But anyway, let's get back into this. Ooh, we have an option. More babies, and the year is up. Okay, so we do we have anyone available for this man other than Malieva the 10th, which I don't want to marry her off because she's 60 years old, my dear. No, I don't think so. We don't have anybody for Paulburnus the 2nd. All right, how did this go? As Paulnus III graced the feast at House Bilitor's estate with her presence, the cautious demeanor and impeccable manners impressed the notoriously picky Alabernus. Cool, we gain a bit of trust. Nice. That still does not open it up to her. Malige, as the incense choked every last hopeful in the hall, Roycia the 4th seized Florian the 3rd's vacant chair, yea, and loudly proclaimed their title as their own. Before anyone could object, the master of ceremonies crowned Roycia the 4th count with barely a mutter. Fabulous, good job, girl. How did this pregnancy go? Amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Parwoman II, Alexis II quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. Good job, we have Parwoman. Yay. Alright, so we have a lot of babies happening. I don't believe I have anyone for that. No, I don't think so. Besides, I don't need it right there. Okay, so let's see who can take care of. I'm going to have you take care of the first one. And the second one, I'm going to have you help. The third one, have you help. And let's see, who do we have who could help with this? I'm going to have you do that, Alexis, and you're going to bring your husband. So, I will admit, I found out something interesting, and I wanted to show you guys. There is a way, potentially, with the events that they've added, you can actually have this. So you can have a rendezvous. They can spend time with each other. It's more likely to get them to possibly have another kid. So now instead of just waiting, you can kind of instigate them, you know, having another baby kind of thing. It's like, oh, that's awesome. So I'm going to do that with a few of our newlyweds. Unfortunately, I would love to do with it you, but you're kind of busy. I do not have anyone for Paulburnus the 2nd. Yeah, the 2nd. Because I don't have any eligible ladies that are of age yet. The closest is Maliava, but she's 10. So definitely not going to be old enough for that. All right. Okay, so let me move on. I would do this, but I don't have any like bastards right now. And generally it's not too bad because we have so many goods. I think we're good. Let's go for another year. Oh, we have a girl. Yay. And stop. Oh, we have another. Ooh, Power Berman the 3rd. I love how we Power Berman. We actually have Power Berman here, don't we? No, Powerman. Not Berman. Powerman. Close enough. How did this go, Malige? After a serene stroll through the rose gardens and a competitive game of chess that ended in a draw, Walmus II spent the day charming Maliava the 11th, trying to remember, without raising their voice once, not even when the swans devoured their picnic. Ooh. Aw, no baby. Darn it. So, Maliava, who can help you with that? I'm going to have Golnus help with you. How did this go? As Geophanes III coughed up their last breath. Oh no. I am sorry, Emild. Not getting you married again, though, because I can't. Melige, in a chaotic world of noble rivalries and power plays, Zinnia defied expectations and peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Who knew such a delicate flower could blossom amidst the thorny schemes of House Salestor? So we have a Zinnia the Second. What did you guys bring forth? With an ungodly amount of groaning and screaming, Roycia the Third had a difficult but successfully delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. Names. Okay, let me pull up my naming. I have so many names in here now. You guys have, like, bombarded me with names, and I love it. Keep doing that. All right, so let's see. Let's go Errol. Oh, well, I suppose I would like to have it open before I do it. That might be helpful. But apparently you can do that, and the rendezvous helps. It's quite fascinating to do that. That can kind of help instigate them maybe having babies sooner. So I will keep using that. After calmly instructing the panicking nurses and keeping their wits sharper than the midwife's scissors, Alia, first Salestor Baroness of Greyhill, delivered a robust boy, while Carl the Second beamed with pride and promptly dropped their goblet onto their own boots. You guys are just constantly having babies here. All right, now another boy's name. Let's go with Callaghan is the name I've gotten. So let's go with that. I want to get Florian and Blackjack married. I really do. I'm not getting very many young females. So it's kind of hard because I also have others to do. Like I have Edrenard. I don't know if I'm going to get Woody married. I have to get Florian. I do have to get Florian. So, I'm gonna give this one to Florian. Hope it works out. I'm sorry that I can't give it to anybody else. And who is building a castle? Are you Sharia? I'm not helping you with that right now. I am not helping you with that right now. Alright, how did this rendezvous go? Ballroom ballet, sprained ankle edition, my liege, in a fit of romantic enthusiasm. Elbernard II decided to impress Sharia II with an impromptu dance atop the marble balustrade. Only one flamboyant pirouette later, both tumbled gracelessly into the decorative fish pond below, soaking their dignity and spraining an ankle. Oops. The entire estate buzzed with tales of Elbernard II's spectacular reckless ballet, earning House Salestor fresh silver of notoriety. Well, you guys are gonna go do it again. I need you guys to keep making babies too. You guys have made a lot of babies. I don't necessarily need to worry too much about you. And you guys, I don't think, can have any more. I mean, you can probably have a rendezvous if you really want, but don't really think that's gonna go over too much. Again, I don't have Raisa and Maliava are the closest, and I don't think I'm going to have anybody close enough for that. Oh, Ali is close too. Anyway, how did this go? In a spectacle outside the house, Salestor staged surely expertly shot the feather from Eleanor the Fifth's cap, while a sneaky house direciator servant trotted off with a crate of House Salestor's finest oil. No one's pride or pantry was spared. Rude. Well, let's keep going. Okay, we made it. How did that go? Nothing happened. How did this one go? Melige in a truly riveting rendezvous at the House of Rose Garden. Elbernard II and Sharia II spent the afternoon arguing about the shape of clouds, while Sharia II wept dramatically when a butterfly flew away. Come on, guys. Who's arguing? Are you Paul? Rude. Carl, go deal with your granddaughter? Yeah. Melige, while strolling through the rose gardens, Lucas II and Roycia III discovered an abandoned pouch of coins under the stone bench, and after debating its ownership for a suspiciously short time, decided to invest the windfall in even more wine and sweetmeats. Okay. In a spectacular display of meritorious, Michaelman II and Zinnia spent their entire rendezvous watching geese waddle around the pond. By sunset, Zinnia was hailed as Zinnia the Gentle for their infinite patience. Again, it has a higher likelihood, it's not guaranteed. After a day of over-enthusiastic archery and questionable poetry beneath the apple trees, Walmus II and Maliava the 11th found romance, and Momus the second found their face in the way of a wayward arrow, now sporting a scar worthy of a bard's. Ooh. My liege, while travelling the bustling trade routes, Alexis the second squeezed every last coin from the merchants with a smile so sharp it could cut cheese. With a grin that would shame a fox, Parliament the second managed to convince a caravan of merchants to part with a full crate of apples at the toll gate. Nice. My liege, after an afternoon of hopelessly off-key lute serenades and a picnic ruined by ants, Will Rennis the second was still crowned Will Rennis the second the jester, though judging by Alexis's face, no one was particularly entertained. Again, that's supposed to help, but it's not a guarantee. So there's that. I do not have any young maidens for you. Still do not. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to keep going because I don't have anything I can do. Let's get to the next year. Come on. Okay. My liege, after pelting Isla the third with awkward poetry and 3 questionable love songs, Florian the fourth secured an engagement. Yay! Good job, Florian. I hope this works out for you. You do not look happy, though. My liege, after a day of over-enthusiastic archery and questionable poetry beneath the apple trees, Aelbernald II and Tria the second found romance. And Aelbernald II found their face in the way of a wayward arrow. Okay, so they got a scar, too, now. Fabulous. My liege, amidst the fiery quarrel at House Salestor Estate, Paulnus III and Alia II traded insults so colorfully that poets might blush. Thanks to the theatrics, House Salestor has now become the talk of the realm. Oh no, what happened? Unattended pockets and a final cough. No. Oh no. Maliava wheezed their last. Aw. Goles. I'm going to send you to go help her with that, but no, Maliava. The 10th has now passed. Look, see? They got pregnant. Again, it's a higher chance of it. It doesn't guarantee it. Just a higher chance. I don't know if we have anybody really good for that. After a serene stroll through the rose gardens and a competitive game of chess that ended a draw. Okay, so they did okay. But it's cute that you can do that now. I don't have a whole lot of people that are like really, really good anymore because they're dying off. Truly. Go away. Okay, I'm gonna have Aaliyah go do that, please. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna seriously try. Just try. See if that does anything. Again, these are lasting a lot longer than they normally are. They normally don't last 2 years, so that's weird. And stop. Okay, now Aelbernald is sick. No. Stop getting sick, people. You're supposed to... He's 67, though. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't pick him. I don't remember picking him for her. After a stunning display of 4 smiles and cold clammy hands, Florian the fourth and Ayla the third were reluctantly bound in wedlock. Meanwhile, a crate of mediocre apples found its way to House Salestor as a gift from her ever-thrifty aunt. How did this go? When House... Okay. He's brave. That's all that happened. Fabulous. Thank you. Yeah. I have options. I have choices. It looks like Blackjack might do really well with her. I'm going to give her to Blackjack for now, and I'm not doing that. In a chaotic world of noble rivalries and power plays, Alexis II defied expectations and peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Okay. We have a floral name, so I do have plenty of those. So the person who gave me these names was called Tasia, or Teza, which I find intriguing. This is, I believe, a name of a flower, but there's this alternate name, so I'm going to use that. I think that's perfect. I'm going to put you in the game. How did this go? As Wren and their ragtag bandits demanded tribute, Walmus III distracted them with a raucous jig. Okay, so again, it didn't do anything to them. So, yeah, trying to marry off the men is a little difficult. But let's keep going. We are at year 301. That's crazy. And stop. Oh, Eleanor. Just, oh man. More people are dying. And really, Paulness? Now you're getting robbed? This happens more often than you think. My liege, after a grueling collection tour of the muddy estates, Elia discovered every barn and stable suspiciously empty. Oh, how did this go? When pigs fly, betrothal magic. Liege, the final bell chimed at the courtship in House Sarosawiner's illustrious court. Blackjack executed an impromptu display of aerial acrobatics with the pigs at the estate. We love our pigs. The captivated Moody II clapped with glee, thoroughly wooed by the staring feat, and consented to an engagement. Meanwhile, Alis, the seventh of House Sarosawiner, lamented their dwindling trading influence, pondering how airborne swine had muddled business prospects. Because you suck. I'm kidding. So, it used to be that these ones you couldn't get help, but now you can. So, that's pretty cool. I don't have anyone really to help with that. I mean, I could try, but all right, let's go for another year. Ooh, that did not end well. And pause. So nothing really happened there. Fidignard? I'm sorry, saying that name is kind of fun. After ceremony longer than a winter night, Blackjack was shackled to Moody II. Wow, shackled. With a sigh heard all the way to House Sarosawiner. Oh, Moody is a Patreon. Nice. Well, she's cute. Let's have you guys have a little bit of a romance. I would like you guys to have some more. Trying to get someone. Superstition scaffolding. Oh, this one again. Sharia. Okay. Yeah, now you're going to make me split. Thanks. Appreciate it. Not at all. So I don't even get to help Florian anymore. Wow. Because we are going to go with Maliava. So yeah, that's how it's going to go. Dang it. I don't have a female right now. Oh, no, I do. I have Maliava. I don't know. His stats are actually decent. Oh, and Tiamat. I could. I don't know if I necessarily. Why are you grinning like that? You're not evil. Why are you grinning like that? That's just bizarre. Don't grin like that around me. It's creepy. It's creepy. Don't do that. So, let's see. So, pretty good. And how is yours? Well, we do want her to continue, but yeah, I'm gonna give it to Maliava on this one, and I'm gonna send Emild to go. I'm gonna send you to go there. I'm gonna send Walmus and Brunkle. So we will not be able to help this line over here. Again, it's a smaller line. And I think they only have one title, which is Aelia as a baroness. But over here we have a countess, a count. What else do we have? And another countess. We don't have a baroness or a baron or a marquis. We used to have a marquis. Because I think, no, we used to have a duchess and we used to have a marquis. I'd love to have those back, but you know, it is what it is. We do still have a baroness over here, but she's getting real old, so I don't imagine that's going to last long. All right, go for a full year and stop. Wonder who can help with this. Okay, so nothing happened at the rendezvous. Is there anyone who could help with this? Would be very good at it. Not really, right there. Ooh, you could help with that. I'm gonna have you help with that. Okay, let's see how this rendezvous went. After a day spent picnicking beneath the least bird-infested tree at the Salestor estate, Michaelman II and Zinnia emerged arm in arm, inspiring a fresh wave of gossip that has made House Salestor the talk of every noisy neighboring noble. How did this go? With the subtlety of a fox in silk slippers, Lucas II whispered to Roycia IV about the true value of noble titles, distracting everyone long enough for Ralphus IV to pinch a whale-stuffed coin purse from House Salestor's collection. But we were not swindled out of our title. Thank goodness. That would have been horrible. My liege, in a truly riveting rendezvous at the House Salestor, Rose Garden, Blackjack and Moody spent the afternoon arguing about the shape of clouds. See? And there we go. Brings about babies. Not always, but sometimes it does. Oh no, Gonless. No, you were always so helpful with the, pregnancies and stuff. Dang it. Eleanor, can you help? As the dark clouds of illness hung over the House Salestor estate, Bernard II proved to be a true beacon of goodness, offering comfort and solace to their fellow patients. Well, he came back. Have a rendezvous, you two. Get better. In an effort to woo, Flora and the Four spent the afternoon reciting dreadful love poetry, while Ayla III managed not to roll their eyes once. By supper, Ayla II was dubbed Ayla II the Suave for enduring it all with a perfect grace. You guys are cute. That's adorable. All right, how did this go? During the grand courtship at House Sarusawine taught Mild II shielded their ward from a tumbling chandelier. Good. After Maliava the 12th interrupted a harpist with a burp loud enough to silence the entire House Sarusawine Hall, Fiddicknord, either smitten or seeking retribution, agreed to an engagement. Yay! Wow, she looked pissed for a second there. She was like, grrr. Amidst the uproar and merriment of the feast at House Hesator, our dear Brangle swiftly excused himself, fleeing from the raucous crowd as if the very walls were about to collapse. Fun. Can I have you guys please do something worthwhile? Strolling through the rose garden. Okay, so just coins, no baby making at the moment. How did this one go? Over enthusiastic already. Okay, so you got a scar now. Again, it doesn't always result in babies, but it is a way to keep them busy while you're trying to get them to have a kid. So it's actually not a bad idea. Like, you're just kind of giving them something to do. All right, let's go for another year. And stop. So we do have a Gilelris III. Oh, we do have Ayla over here. So nothing happened at your rendezvous. Roycia, I know Roycia needs to get married too, but she's been up here about the same amount of time, I guess. Just gonna do it. Let's do it. So how did that go? Entertained. Marital dullness. In a spectacular display of marital dullness, Florian IV and Ayla III spent their entire rendezvous watching geese waddle around the pond. Oh, that's funny. Malige, after an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Elia brought forth a robust, legitimate girl, leaving Carl II limp with pride and exhaustion. She has had baby after baby after baby. Girl, get it. Let's go with Astrid for that name. I don't think I've done that one yet. Malige, as the shrieks of Moody II echoed through the House Salestor estate, a robust, legitimate girl arrived, while nurses endured a barrage of insults about their cold hands and incompetent towels. Meanwhile, Blackjack preened nearby as a self-proclaimed proud parent. They finally had a kid. Yay! I'm so happy. How did that go? While strolling through the House Salestor orchards, Lucas II and Roycia III managed to discover a beehive brimming with honey after a rather intimate picnic beneath the blossoms. The estate staff spent the rest of the day bottling their sticky windfall. Okay, how did this one go? Abandoned pouch. How did that one go? Archery. And how did we go? Okay, so he's meek. Is Branko Grace the Paul state? Okay. Cautious demeanor. Okay. Malige, at the wedding of Maliava the 12th and Fiddicknord, Zinnia II managed to spill wine on 3 noble robes. Fabulous, Zinnia. Against all odds in this suspiciously slippery dance floor, Maliava the 12th and Fiddicknord exchanged vows without a single relative fainting. Even the cake. Stood taller. Yay! Have a baby, please. That's my instant thing. Have a baby, please. Please and thank you. Get to the baby making. Get to the baby making, guys. Come on. You're 49 and 57. You can do it. Come on. Let's get to it. Get it on. I'm going to be setting up many of you because, come on, you guys know you can do more than that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Embarrass. And stop. Uh-oh, something happened. All right, so we do have another man or another male to potentially, but so far it doesn't look like. His health is kind of poo too. I think I may pair him. Yeah, I'm gonna actually give him to Tiamat. Yeah, and I'm gonna have your mom help. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Something happened. In a truly unforgettable rendezvous at the sunless end of the Salestor gardens, Palmer II and Alexis II attempted to read poetry aloud, but mispronounced every word. I do it all the time. Mispronouncing every word. Somehow their efforts proved fruitful, as Alexis II is now expecting. Yes, see what I mean? Like, that's what happens. It's like, yay. In an effort to woo, while Miss II spent the afternoon reciting dreadful poetry. Oh, try again, please. Actually, I'm going to have you help them. Maybe it'll get you in the mood. Please, keep going. Nothing. Oh, no, something happened here. Oh, no, after penning poetry of questionable taste, Edward II and Eleanor V attempted a tender picnic in the attic, only for a gaggle of geese escaped from the kitchens to invade, scattering feathers over their love letters. In a fit of despair, Edward II ascended a rickety ladder to escape, which promptly collapsed. Word of the mess spread, and now all Salestor enjoys fresh infamy. While Edward II met their end amidst splintered wood. No! I mean, he's 58, so it's not a huge issue, but what the heck? Dang. That sucks. Do I have another person possibly? No, actually she would be okay. So I'm gonna have you, and I'm gonna have her because she's not busy. Wow, that just went three ways sideways. Dang, that sucks so much. Have your wife go with you because why not? Look at how small our household is now. And so much smaller. Keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay. So nothing happened. Something happened. Okay, just the rose garden. And the baby, my liege, as the halls of the Salestor estate echoed with the screams of childbirth. Alexis II finally expelled a squalling bundle of joy. Healthy, legitimate son. Yay, good job. Let's go with Alaric. I'm going with a lot of A names right now, it seems. Malige, in a spectacular display of indifference. Wow, I can't read. At the house Sarosawina courtship gala, Aelbernus II ignored Tiamat's fluttering fan. Are you kidding me? Rude. Ugh. Rude. If you ask me, that is so rude. Is she 29 and she does not have a spouse? I'm going to send one of my boys. Ooh, you'd be perfect. You're 45, though. We'll see how perfect that really is. Malige, amidst a whirlwind of giggles and fluttering eyelashes at the courtship, Roycia the Fourth dazzled Michaelman with tales of Salestor's irresistible charm, and he's blushing. And economic prospects. Agreed to a betrothal. Yay, Errol, you could help with that. How did this go? As the courtship at the house Billy took court drew to a close, Ailey II astutely fended off suitors while the charge batted eyelashes. After dazzling the house Billy to a halt with a speech about goat breeding and bribing a few courtiers with an emerald hairpin, Ali III secured Gilelbris III's hand in engagement. The third and the third. What do you know? They're both a third. I'm going to send Zinnia to go help with that. And who is arguing? Why are you arguing with an 11-year-old? Grow up. Sheesh. That seems ridiculous if you ask me. No, we're fine. Okay, let's go again for another year. Wish I could get her married again, but she's 60, so I guess it wouldn't matter. Nothing happened. Okay, so we do have that. We do have Gulej. Ooh, she's a cutie. We do have a gentleman who has not been married yet, who is 44 years old. Should I do that? I'm going to, because he needs something. Poor boy. I'll send Eleanor to go help with that. Malige, during the collection, Lucas II miraculously tripled toll fees with a well-placed rumor about pirate goats, but also lost more money with it. While wandering the muddy paths of House Salestor, Emerald announced a count's surprise inspection, prompting the peasants to hand over every last goat, barrel, and trinket for fear of a second visit. No, she died. No, Emerald. I'm going to send Emerald to go to the funeral. Poor Emerald. Dang it. My liege, during the wedding of Roycia IV, and Michaelman, an inebriated servant, mistakenly dropped a heavy pouch onto Errol's lap. Okay. And despite the priest's best efforts and Philip's dazzling but overpriced fireworks, Michaelman and Roycia IV were reluctantly wed. While House Allister wept as their gold vanished in the bottomless pockets of House Allistor's wedding caterers. I'm going to have you guys... I didn't know a rendezvous could end up so badly as that one. After Gil Elrus III mumbled their vows with the enthusiasm of a hungover badger, Ailey III managed to trap them in a most regrettable union. What? Okay, meanwhile, Amila II provoked Ali III into demanding a crossbow duel. Never insult Ali III's attire at their own wedding. Rude. You're gonna protect your wife? Because, dude, you need to. Can you guys have another baby, please? Thank you. Can you guys have another baby, please? Thank you. I mean, you got plenty, so. The ones that have a bunch, I'm just going to leave alone. But the ones who don't, I'm not going to. These two, I wanted them to have more, but yeah, that ain't happening. Not anymore. Okay, do we have anybody for this? Anybody who's really good at archery? Well, Wellness. And then who's good at swordsman? Edwinard, I'm going to say. I would love a masquerade ball. That'd be nice to get these last few gentlemen married off. It really would be. How did this go? With a wink and a flawless shot, Amelia II knocked the feathered hat clean off Ali's the third's head, then gallantly helped him up before the assembled crowd. Okay. It didn't go badly. After a day of over-enthusiastic archery and questionable poetry beneath the apple trees, they found romance. But they also found scars. After Woody serenaded Gunlej with a goosequill lute and a recitation involving 3 riddles, the maiden agreed to engagement. Yay! Let's have Norbert go to it. How did this funeral go? As the incense choked the air at the funeral, Amilde II kindly surrendered their seat to a weeping courtier and spent the rest of the ceremony holding the priest's hand so they wouldn't faint. Okay. Okay, so no baby that time. Malige, the House Salestor estate, was shrouded in an oppressive hush as Maliava XII birthed a legitimate boy, refusing even a hint of joy. Meanwhile, Fiddicknard paraded about grinning like they had personally invented infants. I need you guys to have even more babies, please. So nothing happened there. Ooh, but baby making happened. Yay. Well, I'm going to send you. All right, so for this baby, let's see. Who do we have that could possibly do fabulous work with that? I'm going to send Eleanor to go help with that. And then this is a young maiden. Is she wed? She is. Okay, well, darn. I was hoping I could send one of my men to go woo her, but 'tis not working that way. So I need to go do that, I guess. In a union sealed with far too many toasts, Woody and Gunlej wed beneath banners of House Salestor, only to discover that House Billitor packed their chests with enough jewels to weigh down 3 donkeys on the journey home. But you need to have babies now. Malige, after calmly instructing the panicking nurses and keeping their wits sharper than the midwife's scissors, Alexis II delivered a robust boy, while Paulman II beamed with pride and promptly dropped their goblet onto their boots. Good job. We have another baby over here. I'm going to stop telling them to have kids now because it's a lot. Let's go, Casper. Because they've had enough. I think you guys are good. Malige arrows flew and tempests flared as Walmus II and Alatella II squared off, with Alatella II snatching victory by the width of a feather. After a flurry of steel and sweat, Edwin III feigned defeat, whispering tactical advice to Gonma II mid-bout, allowing Gonma II to snatch victory. So we didn't win at all. You guys suck. While strolling through the rose gardens, Fidignard and Malieva the 12th discovered an abandoned pouch of coins, but not making a baby. Make a baby. Make a freaking baby for me, please. I really do need to get Edward married because he literally needs to continue his line because literally that's it. He's the end. His mom only had one kid. I need to finish that because these ones I still have a lot, so I'm okay with that. So who's having a duel? Who's in a duel? Oh, you are. Let's send Alexis. Let's send your granddaughter. All right, let's keep going. Another year. Nothing happened there. And stop. Oh no, someone died. No, Polness. No. I'd send your son, but your son's already going. Let's send Arrow. How did this go? In a truly riveting rendezvous at the Salestor Rose Garden, Woody and Goodlish spent the afternoon arguing about the shape of clouds. And see? Boom. Pregnancy's happening. Yay! After a leisurely stroll to the dais that had been the master of ceremonies yawning, Brant III finally claimed Amarild's vacant seat, making it abundantly obvious the barony now belonged to the slowest heir in living memory. Sure. Amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Gilelibus III, Ali III quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. Yay! Good job. I knew you guys would be good. You guys would be able to do it. I'm going to send Ali to help you. Why are you 6? Seriously, you're 55. You do not need to be sick. Zinnia would actually be really, really helpful with that. How did this rendezvous go? In a spectacular display of marital dullness, Fidignard and Maliava the 12th spent their entire rendezvous watching geese waddle around the pond. Can you please have a baby? Thank you. The miraculous trampling incident. While confined to their bed, Wilrennis II had a sudden burst of energy and decided to do something utterly absurd. Trampolining! They fashioned a makeshift trampoline out of their bed sheets and started bouncing with unimaginable vigor. As they soared through the air, Wilrennis II's illness seemed to evaporate into thin air, just poof, leaving them healthy and full of vitality once more, although he doesn't look like he's that much. Truly, it was a miraculous sight to behold, and the entire Salestor estate erupted in joyous celebration. Woohoo! Woo-woo! In the duel outside the house, Salestor, oh, wow, he's got really... Alexis III bumbled around as mediator, managing to mispronounce Wilwis's name thrice and call the duel friendly knitting contest. The awkwardness was palpable. In a spectacular display of unluckiness, Alexis managed to trip on a root, miss Firebolt, and still humiliate Wilris, who now wears shame like an ill-fitted tunic. Even the local crow looked embarrassed. Okay. Please say he got married. After Conrad III paraded a basket of wilted posies and an awkward poem, Edrinard III gallantly agreed to an engagement. Yay! Pausing midway only to rescue a toppled serving boy. Earning nods. Good. I am glad. I'm going to send Zinnia to go help with that. Why did it send you to go? Okay, intriguing how that worked. And send you. I don't know if these will actually do anything, but I'm going to send you guys. So, Kolna, I think she's too old for anyone really. But sure. I'll send one to you because the other ones are busy. Fabulous. And stop. We have another girl. Okay, and how did this pregnancy go? As the halls of the house Salestor estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Glej heroically brought forth a healthy, legitimate baby girl, defying the pain and insults heard at the nurses. Woody couldn't be prouder. Good. How did this go? Malige, as the priest stumbled through the vows, Edrenard III and Conla III exchanged rings and glum glances, sealing an unhappy union, but they still got married, while Philip somehow managed to fatally bean Warrenard IV with a poorly aimed celebratory goblet. Was not us killing, was not us. But I finally got Edrenard married. You need to have a rendezvous, please. Please have a rendezvous, please. I need you guys to get baby making. As mourners wept and a mumbling attendant tripped over their own robe, Errol Salestor discreetly accepted a crate of turnips. Payment rendered. Okay. Dang it. How did this go? Okay, so it went okay. So at the mere sight of the roasted boars, you did not handle that boar very well. Malige, the house Salestor estate was shrouded in an oppressive hush as Roycia IV birthed a legitimate boy, refusing even a hint of joy. Meanwhile, Michaelmen paraded about, grinning like they had personally invented infants. Yay. Doesn't look a thing like his dad. Truly, truly not lying. Paulus, you're going to help with that, I'm going to say. After a serene stroll through the rose gardens and a competitive game of chess ended in a draw, Fiddicknard spent the day charming Maliava XII without raising the voice once. Can you please make a baby? Thank you. So we have Ivy, and we have plenty of young men. I know I haven't gotten him anything. He's 50. His sister got married. His sister had a kid, so I'm not really that worried as long as they have one that continues. I'm sorry that his didn't. It's the luck of the draw, man. I can't even do anything with this because I don't have anyone right now because I sent them all to do things. Yeah, that's what happens. Norbert might be a good choice, at least what she seems to like. Yeah, okay, so it's just these 4. Well, 5 if you count Palmer's. Let's see. Ivy has very good health and fortitude. I wish one of these had very high wit. You have higher wit. I'm actually going to give you to Walmus because his wit is higher, and I technically already have somebody in this family that's getting married. I do have one in this one too that's already married, but I'm just trying to keep them going. Okay, let's keep going. So nothing happened, and stop. Oh, we have more. Yay. More options. So nothing happened there, as far as I know. Ballroom ballet. Okay, so this sprained ankle thing, but it did result in baby making, so yay. Can work. Okay, so nothing there. Keep going. You two, I need you to keep trying. How did this go? As Emild II attempted to impress the servants with tales of dragon slaying, Ralno and the ragtag band swiped a pouch. Okay, so no, Emild is gone. No. Zinnia, you're gonna go there because I might have Tiamat get married to someone because I do have an eligible man right here, and you are 28, so you're not too old, but we do need to get girls married. I mean, your sister already got married. She has to have a kid. I'm not really that worried. I think honestly Alexis would be a better option. I just think she would. I'm gonna have Michaelman help you with that, and then we have Dahlia. So let's see. Yeah, you're actually the best with these guys over here. So Bronkel or Pawaman. Let's see. He's sneaky. Ooh, I think Bronkel. I'm gonna go with Bronkel. How did this go? The suitor's chaotic nocturnal serenade. In the shadowy garden of House Clattistor, Walmus III serenaded Ivy II with a lute that may or may not have been borrowed from a nearby minstrel. The tuneful racket, barely discernible as music, somehow charmed Ivy II into agreeing to an engagement. Perhaps dazzled by the sheer audacity, or perhaps dazzled by the fact that she just wanted him to shut up. Who knows? Meanwhile, the chaperone, Pawa Berman II, nodded approvingly, believing the cacophonous spectacle had surely impressed their liege lord. Or they just figured it was easier just to shut him up and agree. I'm sorry. It's how I feel. It's like, maybe they just decided just to shut him up. We'll just agree with it. After an afternoon of hopelessly off-key loot serenades. What is with everybody and doing off-key loot? Oh, yay! I was hoping it would end up in that. What does this need? A baron. I thought I had a baron. Do I not? Count? Baron. But he's sick, so I can't even do it because you're sick. Seriously, Brent. I think it's the only baron we have in here, right? I think so. I thought we had a baron marry in, but maybe it was a count. Must have been a count, not a baron. Oh well. Okay, so was I looking at? I know there was something I was going to look at, and I can't remember what it was. Right, I was going to see. Okay, I was going to see if I could do this. That's what I was trying to do. My brain. I was trying to figure out what I was trying to do. I'm like, what am I trying to do again? Sure, Maya, you can help with that, I guess. Why do you keep giving me an evil look, dude? Stop giving me an evil face. Pause. Oops. Okay, so we do have more people to marry off. Yay, I'm happy for that. So how did this go? While strolling through the rose gardens, they discovered stuff. How did this go? No, Lucas! No, Lucas! How dare you? The audacity. Charisma. Who has the most charisma of the bunch? Wow. Let's take a look at these things too. After a day of over-enthusiastic archery, nothing happened there. As the shrieks of Ali III echoed through the house Salestor stayed, a robust, legitimate girl arrived while nurses endured a barrage of insults about their cold hands and incompetent towels. Good. So, not really anyone over there. Okay. How did this go? Wisdom wafting over cold caskets. As the priest droning prayer threatened to lull the mourners to sleep, Zinnia II stood up and with a single glare corrected the priest's muddled recounting of Emil II's long and questionably heroic life. Even the Undertaker nodded, impressed by Zinnia II's encyclopedic memory of ancestral scandals. The rest of the guests suddenly sat straighter, pretending to recall their own ancestors with half as much wit. But nobody has that. How dare you? Honestly, I'm going to give it to Zinnia because that was epic, girl. Get it? All right, where's the baby over here? In a chaotic world of noble rivalries and power plays, Maliava the 12th defied expectations and peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. We now have Maliava the 13th. Yes. Yay. Maliava's line continues. My liege, after a stunning display of forced smiles and cold, clammy hands, Wamos III and Ivy II were reluctantly bound in wedlock. Meanwhile, a crate of mediocre apples found its way to House Salestor as a gift from Ivy II's ever thrifty aunt. Ooh la la. Amidst the opulence of House Salestor, court, Alexis III relentlessly pursued Atherfen II, ultimately charming them with tales of dragon slaying and pie baking, of course. It has to be the dragon slaying and pie baking. You have to understand those things work. Chickens for vows, the market courtship. I don't remember this one. At the close of the bustling courtship, Branko Salestor found themselves clutching a squawking crate of House Alastor's finest chickens, a small token for boldly reciting a marriage proposal atop a cabbage cart. Well, that's an interesting way to do it. Dahlia II, clearly charmed, or perhaps simply wishing to quiet the poultry racket, agreed to the engagement on the spot. While Fifery II looked on, equal parts mortified and calculating. No, we have seen that one. I remember it. Now I remember that one. I didn't at first, and now I'm like, okay, I do remember that. All right, so now we have two maidens. We have Amicia. I do have someone who could help with that. Go do that, my dear. So I could give it to Paulus. I kind of want to give it to you. And then you, Misia. I don't know. I'm not gonna do Paul in this. He's 52 right now. I'm like, I don't have anyone else over here, just these guys. Okay, so I'm going to try Norbert and see how that goes. We shall see how it goes. All right, let's continue. Sorry, I was texting my boyfriend. Mind me. Baby making, yay! Okay, how did that go? Setting out to collect dues across South Salestor lands. Ivy the Third found peasants miraculously allergic. And then boom, baby making, yay! Get it, girl, get it. How did you do? In the quiet halls of House Salestor State, Eleanor the Fifth laid in bed, their every moment a testament to their lethargy. As the illness tightened its grip, their unremarkable demise was as inevitable as a snail's race. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. That actually really does suck. I know she died, but she's over here. I'm gonna have her husband go to that. That's how this went. Perstrabna vows forgotten. Yay, broad grins. So it's Athathan the Second and Alexis the Third. And Tesa spilled wine. Of course. After a marathon of dull poetry and wilted flowers at the courtship, Poemin the Third managed to secure Godmother Second's hand. The Godmother Second accepted only after sighing loud enough to rattle the stained glass. Well, it's fine. As long as she got married. During the lavish wedding feast, Bronco wed Dahlia the Second, delightfully bonding over spilled wine and their shared love for poorly told jokes. Meanwhile, a rather oblivious commenter, Dahlia the Second, the unfortunate moniker, Dahlia the Second, the gullible. Rude. Are you kidding me, dude? You do not need a castle right now. Not at the moment. Gold guts and a newly minted count. When the Master of Ceremonies announced the demise of Lucas II, second Salestor Count of Glomrend, Lucas III lunged forward, clutching an absurdly ornate scroll as proof of lineage, ink still drying from a suspiciously recent signature. Jealous spectators looked on as Lucas III claimed a heavy pouch of gold, apparently mislaid in the rush to switch family crests atop the dice. Thus, Lucas III emerged Count, dripping with both pride and newfound coin. Scandalous. How did this go? Malige in a bold display at the courtship. Norbert juggled 3 flaming torches while reciting epic poetry, thus winning over Amicia's heart and securing an engagement. They do like pyrotechnics. I do have another one. Ralphus the Fifth. Ooh, he's a count. We love counts, apparently, in this household. I could try Tiamat, but the other girls, 17 and 23. You at least have plenty in your family. You have one and another. I could try Tiamat. She's only 30. She's probably only going to have one kid, if anything. So, you know. We have plenty of counts, so this is an easy thing to do. Have your husband come with you, please. Thank you. So I'm going to have you go to that one. And you go to that one. And who's going to go to this one? Maliava. Not doing that. You're going to go. And we have Ralphus. Oh, right. See who's going to send Fitgnod because he's not busy. Okay. All right, guys. We are going to leave it at that. But we have shrunk and grown our family quite a bit. We have married off quite a bit. We now know a trick to get possible baby making happening sooner. So we are going to leave it here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content and you are not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. It's free and it really does help out a lot. And if you guys have any other names, please feel free. Keep putting them down there. I enjoy them. Also, we broke off and we had House Saflorianor. I'm going to butcher every one of these names continually. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope to see you guys in the next video. And remember, you can join my Discord. There's not a whole lot going on, but we're working on it. The more people we have, the more likely I'll have stuff to do. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.